Travel gear options, suspension trainer edition. Hi, I'm Jonathan Pritchett with Theology, Geek, Fitness. Now, in a prior video, I talked about if you're traveling and you're going to be staying with family or friends and you are looking for, fitness equipment because they may not have any, or they don't have a gym, or you don't have a gym membership. You're like me, you like to train at home or in the office or just anywhere you are. What are some good options? I talked about resistance bands being a good option, but this video I want to talk about a suspension trainer being a good option because I think suspension trainers are wonderful. I did a video where I pitted suspension training versus resistance bands, and it's a tough call. I like to use both pieces of equipment, but if you wanted to travel, especially if you were flying, what's something you can just toss in your suitcase or even your carry-on bag or whatever to have some gym equipment that you can train with while you're gone. Even if you're staying at a hotel, not all hotel gyms are created equal, and if you like to not spend a whole lot of money, the less quality the hotel, the less quality the gym. Usually a few dumbbells and some treadmills is about all you're going to find. So a slam ball, whatever. They may have a random kettlebell for, kicks and giggles, but who knows? You never know what you're going to find. But if you like to train from home and you have consistent programs for the types of equipment you have, or if you're flying, you don't want to take, like I keep a pretty sizable bag filled with stuff and a weight vest in my trunk of my car if I'm driving. But if you're flying, you don't want to take that all that with you. But a suspension trainer is great. You could just throw it in, and you could do all kinds of exercises with it. It doesn't take up a lot of space. It doesn't weigh a whole lot, but it is practically, a body weight machine in one single piece of equipment. The suspension trainer I've been using is something I picked up at Five Below several years ago. They haven't had it since then, but I think it was great. It was only $10. I bought about 4 or 5 of them. I've given some out. I keep a couple around either at home or in my car, here at the office. So that's all I'm using. But if you want to spend big money on a TRX, go for it. You don't need it. But you can usually find decent suspension trainers for $40 to $60 on Amazon. They're all fine. They all do the same thing and give you various anchoring options so that whatever situation you're in, if you want to train outside, find a tree branch or a pole, or you want to train indoors, use a door anchor. Suspension trainer gets you covered. And really, I know the one slack against suspension training that it gets is leg training, but I have found, and that guy, the TRX Traveler, he's got some workarounds. If you slow down your rep speed and things like that when you're doing bodyweight squats or whatever, you can generate a lot of tension if you don't want to just do endless amounts of volume. And if you're traveling and you may not have a weight vest because you flew and you can't take a weight vest on a plane or whatever, what can you do to do that? Well, this is a good opportunity to work on your sissy squats or your RDLs, or your pistol squats, things like that, to split squats, things like that, to really try to increase the intensity without having any weight accessible to you. So like I said, there are ways to train legs decently with a suspension trainer, but a suspension trainer is a great option just for a full body workout while you're traveling. So it's light, compact. Now, the combination of resistance bands and a suspension trainer would probably be the best of both possible worlds, because you could do good leg exercises with resistance bands, while you're traveling. So it's worth it. So, but even a suspension trainer on its own will be perfectly fine. So there you go. Those are my thoughts on traveling with a suspension trainer. Let me know what you think. What do you like to travel with? Put it in the comments below, and I appreciate you watching this video. We'll see you in the next one. God bless.